My Friday wedding my couple brought something to my attention, something I never, heard of or thought of in my life. And they found it on TikTok, right? So I didn't invent this. They didn't invent this. They found it on TikTok, and it was like, I guess it's kind of a TikTok trend, but we're going to make it a trend after today because I think it's a really, really cool idea. And that is, right? That is the picture game. It's called the picture game. Something to do at weddings. Now, if you know me and you've been following me a while, you know I'm not all about the games and the gimmicks and all that, stuff, right? I'm not a big, not someone who's on the mic all the time and I'm doing all these gimmicks, right? I'm actually mostly against this stuff. I don't do line dances, all that, right? You probably know this about me if you've been following me, right? But this is a cool thing. Because when I first heard it, I was like, all right, I'll do it. You know what I mean? But once I did it, it worked really well. And it was really cool. And actually, I think it's something that the bride and groom, the couple gets something out of that's like super important. So this is the picture game, right? This is how it works. You play a song and you instruct the crowd, right? So I had like an introduction of the song, right? Like an intro version, right? So I looped the intro. I went out there and you tell the crowd that our couple wants to get a picture with everybody in the room. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this song. And the goal is, the key to this game is we have to get every picture done by the time the song ends. And they're going to go around to each table, and the couple's going to take a group photo with each table with the photographer. You get the photographer ready, right? So the photographer's, their photographer's working with you, right? So they know what's up. Say, the couple's going to go around, and they want to get a picture with every single table, but we got to be quick because we have to do it within one song. Okay? One song. So so for mine, the couple called up tables and had them come to the dance floor, but because we had long family style type tables. But if you have circle tables, it works better, and you could just have the couple just go up behind, and then everyone gathers around and they take that big group photo, right? What they get out of this is the couple's going to get a photo with everybody, which is something that no couple ever gets to get, right? They also kind of get to go around and see everybody, right? It's for 2 seconds, but whatever. The main thing is they get photos with everybody. What I didn't anticipate with this was people loved it. People were anticipating, they had anticipation for when they were coming up, and they were getting creative. We had people stealing props from the photo booth, so we had whole tables coming up with props and hats on and everything for their picture. Had some people, one table took all the wine bottles from the table, they had wine on the table, and they did a fake chugging picture. I had a couple people pick up the groom and put him over his shoulders for the picture. They would run up because it was a rush, it was a hurry. They would run up during the song, right? They got picked, they'd run up, grab the groom, do something crazy, did a crazy pose, and then kept it pushing, you know what I mean? And because of the time aspect, right? Because of it was, we had to, it was kind of a rush doing it. The couple must have got the coolest pictures ever because everyone did their own thing and they were creative with it, and it was just it was just such a cool thing, and it was such a great vibe, and people were excited and on deck, getting ready to go. I don't know, I wasn't expecting the crowd to react to it like they did, and I became a believer after this because this is a great thing to suggest to our couples. Say, listen, if you're if they bring up that, hey, they're worried about going around and making their rounds or getting pictures of everybody, listen, there's this new thing called a picture game. I'll explain to the crowd. We'll do it all within one song, right? That way we're not taking up too much time of your wedding or whatever, and you're going to get a picture with everybody, but people get into it, they have fun, and these are all wild pictures because they're all rushed. So you're going to get these crazy pictures with every single table that you're going to treasure forever, So the couple, so I'm willing to do a gimmick like this because number one, the couple gets all these pictures, and if I'm the one that suggested it, or if you're the one that suggested it to your couple, and they look at these pictures later oh my God, thank God we did that game because look how awesome these pictures are, right? That's a great ass, that's a great ass thing for you, right? Because you suggested it, so it's awesome for you, awesome for them. And if you want to take it to the next level, right? Because I recommend doing this tail end of dinner, right? Some people still might be eating, right? But dinner's all served and you got maybe 5-10 minutes left of dinner, right? Because it takes one table at a time or whatever to go up there. Tail end of dinner, right? Do it. Everyone comes out. Then at the end, right? We made it. Give yourselves a round of applause. We made it through in time. The song's not done yet, or whatever you want to say. I don't know. I forget what I said, but you know what I mean. Give yourselves a round of applause. We did it. Let's go. We got pictures of everybody. We have one last piece of wedding business now to take care of, right? And then you invite everybody up for a group photo, right? And then you do your thing. A lot of DJs do this. Obviously, this isn't a new idea, right? You do a big group photo and you have I usually do like a generic like instrumental, like a redrum, like a do da do 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 da, like some stupid ass like beat in the background, right? Because I don't want them to know what's coming. And then like when you take a couple photos, and at the end, the last photo, everybody put your hands up and scream or whatever the hell you want to say, and then you drop like a banger, right? And then you start your dance set at that point, right? Because like everyone's on the dance floor, so you end with that group photo trick, which is perfect. So it's like a perfect transition to that. The couple gets these awesome photos, including a big group photo, right? And plan that with them ahead of time for the group photo. You don't have to do the group photo, but, and it raises the morale, if dinner was kind of just getting a little, or maybe you had one of those venues that had a lot of food, and all that, and people were kind of nostalgic, not nostalgic. What's the word? Lethargic. They're lethargic from eating so much food and all that. It really did work out great. And this is coming from a guy who is not into, the gimmicks. I'm not into this sort of thing. I'm really not. I avoid them like the plague. But man, I think it's so worth it. And I'm going to suggest it to all my couples and whoever does it. Next person that does it, next wedding I do it at where they do it, I'm going to get it all on film so you can kind of see me do it and everything. And I think that'll be a good piece of content for everybody and also for my couples to kind of see like, hey, here's an idea for your wedding. But it's definitely a new thing. It's going around on TikTok. I don't know who invented it. Shout out to whatever DJ invented it. One thing to keep in mind, though, because it's time sensitive, right? Because you want to do it within one song, right? So you got to be quick. If your photographer looks like this, I wouldn't do it. That's all. I just, if there's a mobility issue with the photographer, if it's a little old, if the photographer's flash burns your face, this might not be the right game for that couple, So maybe make sure that they don't have, an ancient photographer that's going to be walking with his cane or something, have a little trouble like running around each table because it's a light jog for everybody. Okay, it's a light jog for everybody. You got to move. We're talking 3-4 minutes getting a picture with 15, 18 tables in some cases, right? So this is 18, let's say you do like 15 pictures in 4 minutes, that's like a picture every, why'd I even attempt to do this? That's a picture every 12 seconds for 4 minutes with 15 tables, right? So like you got to move kind of fast. So, make sure the photographer's not ancient. But other than that, great idea. I think it's a great idea. Offer to your couples, okay? You'll be woke. This is new shit, okay? Because I've never heard of this in my life, and any of my couples I talked to already have never heard of it, and they're like, oh my God, it's a great idea. Trust me. Early big fat nugget for all you people right now. Early big fat nugget.